Hi Libra, welcome back to the Astrology 33 channel. This is your mid-March 2024 love reading. Thank you to those of you who liked, viewed, shared, and subscribed to the channel. I appreciate all of that. For those of you new to the channel, as far as what we have in front of us, it's what I call the bridge and the gap spread. And the way it works is we'll look at the past, present, and future energies between you and your main love interest. Once we get to all that, we'll pull some oracle cards as well for some additional insight. That's where the bridge and the gap dynamic comes into play. And as far as the decks being used, on the left side we have the Lover's Path Tarot, and on the right side we have the Romantic Tarot. And also keep in mind it's a general reading, so I'm going to be referring to the cards on the left as the energy and the cards on the right as the other person's. If you feel that's the way around in your situation, then definitely trust that. Alright, so with all that out of the way, we'll get started. Past energy on your side, we have the Queen of Arrows. So this is actually Libra energy here, so definitely just be saying on the one hand you were feeling pretty comfortable in the past, given that this is your energy, but I also feel like this is saying that you might have had an interest in this person. If we look at the way it looks like she's looking over her shoulder toward the cards on that side, and we also see the arrow, which indicates communication pointing that way. We see the bird, another indicator of communication. They're pointing that way as well. But I feel like this is saying you still wanted this person to initiate the communication between the two of you, though. So I feel like you might have held back around your feelings for this person. Alright, and past energy on their side, we have the Hangman. So usually I view this as a Pisces energy, but more than anything, in this context, right, we could see where things might have been in a bit of a stalemate between the two of you, because if you were feeling interested in this person, but wanted them to initiate first, from the looks of it, they weren't initiating first, right? They were feeling like they were tied up. Maybe they just had a lot of things going on in their lives at the time, but yeah, it looks like they weren't coming forward either in the past. Alright, in the present position, we have the Three of Coins. So this is Capricorn energy here. And usually the Three of Coins or Three of Pentacle energy, depending on the deck, usually shows some level of collaboration with multiple people, right? So that could be one of those things where you might feel like you're the only one who is showing up in the connection, right? Who would be willing to collaborate and build in the connection. So that could be why, if we look at the facial expression there, they definitely look pretty disappointed. I don't know if you can get it to focus. There we go. So yeah, obviously they don't look too happy with the situation, right? So that could be how you're feeling right now. Alright, and present energy on their side, we have the Ten of Wands. So yeah, at least it says to me that you might get a little bit more context from this person around why they haven't been coming forward, right? So maybe there is going to be some form of discussion between the two of you, and they might just let you know that whatever the case may be, maybe they're traveling for work, for example, right? Because this looks like someone, obviously older artwork, but using mass transit to most likely go to work, considering it's a Ten of Wands energy. So it could just be one of those things where they might tell you that they have a lot going on to where they can't really dedicate a lot of time to their romantic lives. Right, future energy on your side, we have the Eight of Cups. So this is Pisces energy here, and usually it points to a feeling of not getting the level of emotional fulfillment that you were hoping for, and due to that, you might actually decide to remove yourself from the connection in the future. You might just feel like they're just not where they're in a position where they could give, which, to be fair, like I said, it looks like they more or less said the same thing, right? But you might just decide that maybe you don't want to wait that situation out. Right, future energy on their side, we have the Two of Swords. So this is actually a Libra energy here. And on one hand, the Two of Swords usually points to trying to decide between two different options, right? And then here, to me, it always stands out that the artwork is almost more reminiscent of a lot of Three of Swords cards from a lot of decks, right? So I feel like this is saying that they probably are being genuine when they say that they have a lot on their plate, but this could just be giving a little bit more context as to the reason why, right? So what I mean by that is they might have gone through a heartbreak in the past, and some people tend to do that, right? So rather than actually heal from a heartbreak, they'll just immediately distract themselves with other things, right? So maybe this person went through a heartbreak and then threw themselves into their career, right? So they're putting a lot of energy toward that, but at the same time, this thing is still underlying the whole thing. And this is actually given that this is Libra energy, there's going to be that full moon eclipse in Libra toward the end of the month. So obviously that would impact you, given that you are Libra, but that might actually bring this energy to the forefront for them too. Okay, so bottom of the deck on your side, we have the King of Cups. So this is actually Scorpio energy here. It could just be saying that even though you're trying to hold back from this person, right? I mean, we see from the body language, the back turned and everything, the feelings will still be there, right? So it could just be a point of frustration for you where you're like, okay, I'm trying to leave the connection behind. I don't know why this card won't focus either, but yeah. To me, it says that you'll just be feeling like you don't really have a winning path in the situation, right? Because, like I said, it feels like there is some level of discussion between the two of you, and they seem to mention that they can't really give to their romantic lives. And then on the one hand, you seem like you're ready to walk away in the future, but then it doesn't feel like the feelings will just vanish that quickly, right? So that could be the difficulty you might feel in the situation. And then bottom of the deck on their side, we have the Magician. So yeah, I mean, this could be an indicator that maybe at some point, if these things do clear up for them, they might actually come forward at some point to communicate with you. Now, to be fair, I don't see any timeline on that, right? So I don't know if you necessarily want to sit around and wait for that. But it looks like at least there is a potential there for them at some point to come back around and try to start things up. And I mean, like I said, given that you guys are going to have that full moon eclipse in your sign coming up in a couple weeks, and then in April, we're going to have Mercury retrograde in your opposite sign, right? So it could just be tricky energy to navigate for your relationships anyway during the next month and a half or so. So maybe it's for the best if you guys aren't in the immediate vicinity with each other at this time, but we'll see what the Oracle cards add to the mix. First, we'll see what the messages of the Oracle card deck gives us. We're just looking for a single card from this one. All right, got that one there, and next we'll see what we get from the Wisdom Oracle deck. Same situation, just pulling a single card from this one, and then we'll read both messages and wrap the reading up with that. All right, and that didn't want to go back in the deck. So let's see what we got from the messages of love first. Okay, we have Go Slow. It says take time. Oh, thought it was focused. There we go. It says take time to get to know each other. So yeah, so this could be an indicator that for some of you it is more of a timing thing, where, like I said, maybe I feel like they really are being genuine as far as, oh, I have a lot going on with work or whatever the case may be, right? But like we said, I do feel like there is something underlying the reason why they're doing that, though, right? So I feel like on one hand, they're being honest that, yeah, I just have a lot of other things going on, but I feel like the root of those things was that they started all that. They made their lives so busy because there was some underlying heartbreak that they still hadn't gotten over. But we'll see what the Wisdom Oracle has. All right, we have Flexible. There's the artwork, and the number is 19. So we'll see what that has to say. Okay, the relationship message says, in every relationship, it's important to be open to new experiences and learning new things. Letting go of rigidity is what's required right now. You don't always have to be right all the time, do you? It's okay to come to a happy compromise. You can still get your needs met. It's a beautiful day when you meet halfway. The appearance of this card in a reading could also signal that you have met someone new who may not be your type, but who will turn out to be so special that you can easily release your old ideas about what sort of partner is right for you. Be flexible. You'll be happy you made that choice. So yeah, interesting message there, right? Because like I said, it looks like at least in the present, you're feeling like, okay, this person's not really showing up in the way that I would like, right? And like I said, feeling like you might remove yourself from the connection to seek something more emotionally fulfilling. Like I said, especially in the short term, given that you guys are going to have that full moon eclipse, and there's going to be a new moon in your opposite sign, and that's also an eclipse, and then the Mercury retrograde in your opposite sign, right? Like I was saying, in a way, this might almost be a blessing in disguise if you guys aren't directly with each other at this time anyway, and then maybe as we get closer to the end of April and May, might be a better time to put more energy toward your love life then. But hopefully that resonated with you guys. We'll wrap up there, and I'll see you all next month. All right, bye.